Hi everybody, it's Christina here and welcome back to my channel. So right now I am really not in a good mood because that one back there, I've been asleep for a total of like less than 3 hours, and his stomach starts making really bad noises, just gurgling so bad, and it has me worried. And so he wanted to go into the outworld. So my dogs, I let them out and they start barking because they hear the mail truck. Cool. That should signify that everybody in the neighborhood should know that they're out because they start barking. No, our neighbor has a very irresponsible child. I know it's a child and I know that this may seem unfair, but no. Here's the thing. Our neighbor's dogs and our dogs do not like each other. They try to fight each other through the fence and then they turn on each other. They both have done that on both sides. And so that's what happened today. They were out barking and my dogs were out first, of course. And I just hear their door open. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Archer needs to go out because he needs to try to poop so he can feel better, and he can't because our neighbor doesn't have enough respect for us to go and check and make sure that we're not out trying to walk our dogs. When we do that, we make sure that their dogs aren't out, so when we let our dogs out, they don't fight at the fence. But they have no respect for us and our dogs. It's all about them. It's always about them. Them. Oh, well, this is our house. Well, yeah, we lived here first, and what you do is very disrespectful, because if my dog gets hurt, I'm going to be very upset. And plus, my dogs don't have a history of jumping the fence. Yours do. You should keep a better eye. And the perfect thing was that the kid was just standing outside watching it as I grabbed my two dogs. But the thing is, it's not really that I have to worry about my two dogs. I have to then worry if their dog is going to jump the fence, because he can. He's a St. Bernard mix. He legally should have a 6-foot fence on his side, but because their fence is built off of our fence line, they're just using our fence line, they don't give a crap. And we're putting up a fence, but my husband isn't home. He hasn't been home for 3 weeks because he has AT. So it's so frustrating because they never ever consider like us in it. It's just like, we check because we don't want to disturb your dog time. We don't want our dogs to get into a fight where your dogs are out there. But ever since the beginning, it's always been, no, you guys go put your dogs. You guys get your dogs. It's our dogs who get to go out. Ours are more important. And from the very beginning, they've always called our dog's name. Like, when our dogs barked at them, it was, oh, they're idiots. They're stupid. And it's just like, oh, but your dogs can do that to us. And they're not. And I know that's kind of like, I get it. But like, this is getting ridiculous. They have no respect. And I don't care really if, they like me or not, but I'm getting sick and tired of having to cut my dog's time short outside because of them. I know, buddy, we'll try again. Because now that it's happened once, every time my dogs are going to want to go outside, and they go outside, their dogs are going to be waiting, knocking on the doors. And instead of checking and saying, oh, I wonder what they're barking at, they're just going to let them out. And I am not in the mood today. I've only slept 3 hours. I still have to go to work tonight. I have to go pick up my child. My husband is not going to be home until tomorrow. I'm out of his medicine. So yeah, that is my day. I am tired. I'm hoping they finish their business up soon so I can take my dogs back out and we can actually do what we need to do, even though we were out there first. I know, buddy. I know. We'll go back out there in a minute. And what's frustrating is my dog has medical issues. And like, he has buildup of gas. He gets in pain. And if he waits too long, it will literally make his intestines bleed. I have to go to an emergency vet. But no, they don't care because They're more important. Because, like, the whole time, like, when we first moved there, and because we had a lot of arguments about that, because it's like, well, when our dogs are out, you can at least pop out. Like, do what we do. Just pop your head out. And it was always, well, this is our house. This is our yard. Yeah, well, this is ours. And last I checked, we were here first. We bought our property first. Back before... The guy who lived next to us when we first moved in, he unfortunately, he was young, but he passed away in a motorcycle accident. And then the house was on the market for about 6 months, and then it sold to them. And when they first moved in, they didn't have dogs. But from day one, we had issues because not only did the kid bust out our window with the pear in our shed, he kept trying to touch our dogs after me telling him, no, don't touch them, because I never know how my dogs are going to react to new people, especially not when there's 2 at a time. They're barking at the fence line. They're hyped up. They don't need to be in that situation. Sorry, guys. I needed to rant because this is just frustrating. Like, I should be in bed, asleep, and I can't because I can't even take my dog out to go and hopefully do business. Bentley. And so, yeah, and I don't really want to take him separate, because when I take them separate, he's less likely to do something. I'm going to go check and make sure the coast is clear and just see about getting him out. Alright, I love you guys. I will talk to you later.